Yo, 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 what's up, everybody, man? I'm here again. It's your boy Q, and you already know what time it is. It's training camp time. And if you are as excited as I am, you got to know what's going on, man. Your boy Matt Rule came out and he basically let you know it wasn't his job to do what he had to do. But we about to go ahead and get it started. We about to kick it off with a free live, man. Free time tonight. I'm on my vacation and I'm enjoying myself. But I just had to, step up and do a little bit of talking tonight, man. It's gonna be real short. It's gonna be real brief. But y'all enjoying what y'all seeing so far, man? Y'all enjoying the content right now? I'm enjoying every second of what I'm seeing right now. Football is back, baby. It is back. It's Panther football time. And if you're ready, like I'm ready to see us get out there and test some tail up this year, man. I'm really ready. What's up, Lonzo? How you living? Hey, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all see what it is. Training camp getting started and all the familiar faces rolling in, man. We got to see DJ Moore today. We got to see Brady Christensen do a little bit of talking today. You excited to see Winston Baker? Man, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Don't do that, Lonzo. Lonzo, cut the shit, Lonzo. Not tonight, Lonzo. Hey, I'm telling you right now, man. It's a time to be a Carolina Panther fan because I'm letting you know this is year 3 of Matt Rule's tenure, and it's going down. I'm letting you know right now. Matt Rule look a little he look a little relieved this year. Don't y'all agree? If y'all look at Matt Rule's face, it looked like Matt Rule just had a six-pack and he was just sitting back, relaxing, waiting on the next six-pack to come through. I'm like, bruh, what's up with you? He looking all thin in the face. Man, get out of here, boy. I'm gonna tell you right now, he said a lot. He said a mouthful a day. If you didn't pay attention to anything he was saying, Rule had a lot of takeaways. Number one, establishing the starters on the offensive line. He said that, and I thought that was so prolific because the first 2 years we interchanged so many pieces in there. And for once, it would be finally good to go into the season with a solidified offensive line. And to hear him say that gave me joy to hear it, but then he turned right around and pissed me off right after he said it. Because you know what he gonna fix his mouth to say after that? Brady Quinn, not Brady Quinn, Brady Christensen. Yeah, he could play a little bit of left tackle. You don't, Matt Rule. This shit you gonna do? Brady Christensen gonna play left tackle or left guard. Don't piss me off with Brady Christensen tonight, man. I'm telling you right now, you drafted Ike Ekwonu for a reason. Stop the shit, Matt Rule. Ah, man, I'm telling you, man, this guy gets my blood pressure up and running. He always know how to do it. All he wanted, if you want to get my blood pressure up, send that little nigga with the T-Rex arms out there. Send Brady Christensen out there, and that's gonna really piss me off. I don't have nothing against Brady Christensen. He's a serviceable left guard, but if you a damn fool if you think he gonna beat Ike Ekwonu out at that left tackle position. It's not happening. Bro, it's too athletic. He too nimble. He too strong. He too big. Must I go on? This nigga got T-Rex arms. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just leave that right there. I'm not about to get started with Brady Christensen. So, listening to some of the stuff Matt Rule said today, a lot of people was on Matt Rule's ass today because they just downright frank out just don't like him. Like when he made that comment today, when he basically said that it's not his job to pick the starter, it's up to the quarterbacks to really solidify who should be the starter. I mean, the nigga's somewhat right. And what's wrong with him saying that? Like him coming out and saying it's up to these niggas to get out there and prove it and put it on their back if they really want it. They got to go out there and produce. And that's all my man was saying. Get your ass out there and fucking produce. Baker Mayfield, if it's going to be him, he got to go out there and show it. Nobody going to lay over and give it to him, which we already know, quiet as kept. He got it anyway. But we just saying. We just saying. Quotation marks all over that. Omar, tell me, what's up? What's up, fam? How we living? Man, I'm letting you know right now. Matt Rule, when I tell you this cat is so interesting, man. Smoke screens. I mean, let's be honest. Shaq Thompson is on the PUP list already, and we haven't even gotten into training camp good. Should have just said the best player will play instead of that weak cop. Exactly, Omar. Exactly. The best player will play. I mean, like I said, it was stupid of him to go out there and say it because I believe that Matt Rule opens his mouth and he talks too much. But in the same breath, you can't just go out to the media and say, "Well, it's not my job to pick somebody. It's up to them." It's not smart, buddy. I don't have a problem with what he said, but it's not the smartest choice of words. And he got to know that Twitter, and he said it before, he didn't want to see anything he said be brought back up on Twitter. Yeah, that's basically what's going to happen. That's basically what's going to happen, bro. Because anything you say, you are the butt of our jokes because the fan base is so tired of you. And so anything he say is going to get him on Twitter. So I'm at this point now. Matt Rule said a lot of different things today, and I want to just I want to glance at some of the stuff he said, man. Another one of the things he said today, he wanted to, and this is one of his points. He wanted to know who you are on offense. And that's very important because under McAdoo's system, I've been listening and putting my eyes and ears to what DJ Moore has studied and been constantly saying. He says it seems like schematically they're in a better place this year than they were last year. So that should give you cause to pause because everything that's coming out of DJ Moore's mouth is signifying that the offense is going to be highly improved. I'm not even surprised no more about what he says, and that's a bad thing. You're right, Lonzo. You know what? Matt Rule is that cat that you should just, whenever you take places, you should automatically know he's not the cat that should talk out the group. Or like if you in the crew with the fellas and you got a bunch of women around, you don't let him talk. Anybody can talk except for him. Because as soon as he opened his mouth, everybody dry right up. So, I mean, come on, bro. You can't let him do any of the talking, bro. You can't. He gotta learn when to just shut the fuck up. That's what you gotta do. Shut the fuck up, Matt Rule. Another key point that he said today was special teams must affect winning. And if you don't know, our special teams was very below average. It was horrible last year. And and it's hard for me to agree with Matt Rule, but he's saying all the right things coming out, which means in year 3, the expectations for him is to win. And he know that if he don't do it, his ass is on the line. He got to go. So he's letting you know everybody came in with the mind frame of this is teaching, this is learning. Everybody open up your heads, open up your minds. It seems like everybody has a lot more camaraderie this year. Seems like the players have bought in a little bit more. I like to claim bullshit, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to see if they're going to do anything to save his job this year. That's the biggest thing. Another thing that I took from it, he wants the defense to go from good to great. And with that being said, on defense, we all know that the key pieces that we're missing is another defensive end, and we're missing linebackers. And so between Scott Fitterer and Matt Rule today, questions were asked, were they going to do anything to improve this line? Were they going to bring anybody in? Were they going to pick up the phone and call some people? And Scott Fitterer made it known. Yeah, he in talks with some cats. He done, he liked what he saw out of Carlos Dunlap. I'm guessing that he's going to try to do what he can to get him in here. So also he had another cat that he said he was going to sign and have him here, but they weren't able to get him signed yesterday or today. So I'm looking for that signing to be coming up soon. But Carlos Dunlap, if we can get him on our team, the cat had 9.5 sacks last year. Him and Brian Burns together, you can almost mask what you lost in Hassan Reddick. And you can say you improve your front 4. Now that back 7, and I heard what he said today, don't sound like they're going to bring in anybody at linebacker. Just listening to what Scott Fitterer was saying, he wants some of the young guys to step up. So with that being said, I mean, Louvu, Littleton, Damian Wilson, will he not be? I mean, is he playing? Is he not playing? I mean, What's the deal with him? I mean, bro, I'm trying to figure this thing out, man. You kind of need to come into training camp with at least a thought of who could possibly man that linebacker spot. I mean, because we're mediocre at the linebacker position. So I'm it's up in the air because I think the backfield is nothing to be played with. I don't think this. No, let me put that in more better French. That backfield ain't nothing to be fucking with. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you put Xavier Woods, you put Jeremy Chin, you put J.C. Horn. I don't even give a damn who you put on the other end. But I'm gonna say Keith Taylor because I prefer Keith Taylor over Dante Jackson because Jackson he seemed like a slot corner. Just saying, man, it just feel like that guy needs to be in the slot because he's a fast cat. That's the smart thing to do if you're in Carolina. Put him in the slot. And what a good front four and a mediocre linebacking core, we can make some noise, man. I'm here to let you know that's decent. That's serviceable, man. It's a respectable defense. Because Shaq Thompson will be there. We just need one more guy opposite of him to come in and make some noise. And if we can get one more guy, Carolina might be dangerous, man. I'm here to let you know. Remember I said 10-7? I said 10-7. That's what I said. In case y'all forgot. Now I know I had some moments where I might have got a little down. I was a little discouraged, but no. I'm back 10-7. I'm taking all bets on that one. This defense gives me a little glimmer of hope because once again, I don't know if it's just the testosterone of me wanting more football right now, or is it just me really looking at this defensive line with Brown, Ioannidis, Carlos Dunlap possibly, and Brian Burns. See, the thing is with Brandon Smith, man, is he's a rookie. And yeah, I get it. He could go sideline to sideline, but that NFL experience is something else when you're a rookie and you're trying to grasp it. Even Luke Kuechly, the mighty Luke Kuechly, struggled in his first year. He struggled a little bit in his first year until he got in his natural position. Because if you remember right, we started Luke Kuechly opposite before we put him in the middle. And he struggled there. So Brandon Smith is a guy, first of all, he need to make sure that he's in his natural position. And once he's in the natural position, can he get used to the NFL speed? Because I'm letting you know, everybody running the 4-3 in the NFL. So he got to make sure he can keep up with those receivers, man, and learn the terminology. I think it's too much to put on a rookie just that quick and really throw him out there to the wolves and say, hey, we want you to be the quarterback of our defense. He can be a serviceable starter, but I don't expect him to come in and give us 100 tackles, if you want me to be honest. I don't think Brandon Smith will come in and give us 100 tackles. I think Brandon Smith will be somewhere serviceable, about 35 tackles. And like I said, he's going to be a rotational piece because he has to get the feel of the NFL. But he can come in and get some tackles. Is he going to run sideline to sideline? That's to be seen. If you pair him with Shaq, first of all, there's a lot of things that are going to be factoring in because what's the deal with Damian Wilson? Will Damian Wilson be there or not? Because that's the guy right there. That's the X factor opposite Shaq Thompson. We know Shaq is the leader. Shaq is the vocal leader. Shaq will always be there. But can Damian Wilson come in and produce, or will he be gone with the suspension because of his off-the-field issues? That's one of the moving pieces we need to know, and that need to be solidified by the end of this training camp. You said Luke had trouble covering a little bit. Yeah. Luke had to mature into being able to cover guys, man, because that's something he always stressed. He was his own biggest critic. And the number one thing Luke always said is, I got to get better in pass coverage. I got to be able to cover these tight ends. I got to be able to cover these running backs when they come across the field. And you're right, Bo Carter. Man, shout out to Bo Carter, man, for that, man. And once he got to it, Luke he took off. And you look, man, think about back in the day when we had Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis flying all over the place. And Shaq was a baby. Shaq was a baby back then. If we can get Shaq, and like I say, is this a smoke screen with Shaq being on the PUP list? I mean, because Matt Rule did come out and say he wanted to use him more like a vocal coach and have him on the sideline because players respect him so much. Can Shaq stay off the crutches this year? That's the problem. Can we get him off the crutches and onto the field for a full season? Can we do that? That's another question we need to pose to ourselves. Will Shaq Thompson be available this year? I need more from him because with him being this leader, the leader that he is, the vocal guy that he is, we need him to figure out something with his training regimen so he can stay on the field, bro. Because, I mean, the way how Bruh's still on this PUP list, come on, man. You got to do better than this, man. But another thing I wanted to also hit, Scott Fitterer hit it on the head, like I said earlier, with Carlos Dunlap. I don't know what's the holdup, why they can't seem to, get on the same page. But I think Scott Fitterer need to be kicking out the door on Dunlap. I know he said that some guys are kind of waiting around to see if they want to sign elsewhere or waiting to see if injuries hit or something like that. You don't need to wait around for Carlos Dunlap. If he say he want a number, give it to him. Because what we have opposite of Brian Burns right now is not the answer. And if you want Matt Rule to be there, that's supposed to be Scott Fitterer's boy. If you want your boy to be there, you better do everything in your power to make sure that his job is secure. Which, it don't make a shit to me. The motherfucker can go if you ask me. But hey, it is what it is. You don't hear me whining and complaining about it. All I got to say is this overall training camp has an elevated interest for me this year for some reason. And it feels like I'm way more invested than I ever been because I want to see, can we get out there and produce, man? That's the thing. Can we produce? You said, what are we waiting on? Bro, that's the question I'm trying to figure out. Like, if Dunlap, your boy, and y'all that talks about this contract, are y'all not meeting the numbers? I mean, like, what's the deal? What is taking so long to get him in here? Because we've been talking about Carlos Dunlap for what, 3 weeks now? 2-3 weeks? Bro, that's too long to be playing around with a DN for somebody else to come and snatch him up like that. And what is your contingency plan? You don't have one. You need him. He's going to give you possibly double-digit sacks. You want to pair him with Brian Burns. You need Ioannidis and Brown, Derek Brown, to eat, because I keep telling niggas this every chance I get. Derek Brown will be a difference maker at D-tackle this year because, one, he has help. And if you go out and you get him another space eater like Carlos Dunlap, a power speed rusher, oh, my God. Imagine what we could be if we can get a little bit of linebacker play to go along with that front four. Just a little bit. We don't need much. We just need a little bit. If we can get Shaq Thompson to come and ball up like how he started off last year. Like, he got hot the first 7-8 games last year before he got hurt. If he can ball out like that, I'm telling you, it's infectious. The attitude, the atmosphere. All you need is a guy next to you seeing, hey, this nigga over here balling, man. Let me step my shit up, man. This nigga balling, I got to do the same thing, bro. I can't let him outdo me. That competitive nature, that competitive spirit, man, we got to bring that back to Carolina. We got to recreate the culture that we had there because, man, it's one thing to see guys out there in that heat and they playing around and flying around to these tackles, but it's another thing to create a culture where everybody wants to be there and everybody want to get out there and make a play. That's what we had in 2015. We had dogs out there on that field that want to get out there and make plays, man. Matt Rule is a flat-out of college coach. Regardless this season, he goes back. You feel like you think he's going back to college? Man, look at here. I'm going to be honest with you, man. If Matt Rule don't cut it in the NFL, I don't think he's going back to college, bro. Because I think what he's about to do is damage his reputation as a coach if he can't win here. Because what they're going to look at is his overall work as a body. What he's done in college so far. He built Temple. He built Baylor. But when he came to the bigger level, he could not get it done. So what they'll do is they'll put him on somebody else's staff as an assistant. So that way he can get more teaching and learning that he really needs. And that's where I think the route he should go if he, wasn't to work out here in Carolina. But yeah, Bo Carter, you like Derek Brown? Man, Bo Carter, man, I'm telling you, man, people sleep on Derek Brown, and I'm telling you why. It's because they don't see him getting after the quarterback. But what you don't see, like I told you, is the double teams that he's taking because all you got on that defensive line right now is Derek Brown and Brian Burns. You only got two monsters that defenses only care about right now. So if you scheming and you another team and you scheming for our team, all you got to do is take those two guys out of the out of the defensive scheme, and there you go. There you go, right there. If you take them out, we can run all over you just like how we planned. You know, you put two guys, you put an extra block on Derek Brown, that'll nullify him for the game. And that's what we've been going through, man. It's like if we had a front four where every man is dominant in their own position, get back to the roots of what Carolina used to be. Because y'all remember, we used to have some dogs on that line, man. Y'all remember the Greg Hardy days, the Charles Johnson days. Man, come on, man. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it, man. The Starla Tulalays, the KK Shorts. Man, I miss those days when we had four legit guys that could get after the quarterback and stop the run. We need that again. I'm telling you. I think we'll have a good season, but we have so many ifs. Makes me hesitant to stand on it. Yeah. We got some ifs, and most of the ifs that we got is at middle linebacker and quarterback. Those are the let's make this well known. That's your quarterback on offense, and that's your quarterback on defense. The two most skilled positions that's in football. Your middle linebacker core and your quarterback. And those are the two positions that we got the most questions at. Whoo! Let that sink in for a minute. You mean to tell me, Bo, you mean to tell me on the two positions where we supposed to be the strongest at, that's where we the weakest at? And you expect to win games. It's and what they're trying to do is they're trying to build so many good pieces around those two missing spots. They're trying to say, okay, if we give you these X amount of players around here, we can match that. You can't match middle linebacker. I don't give a damn who you are. You can't match quarterback. If you don't got one, you're not in contention. I'm telling you that right now. You're not in contention. Look at some of the best quarterbacks around there, man. Look what they got on defense. I'm just saying. To a lot of people now, they figure shootouts matter. Well, defense also matters. At least having a serviceable linebacker. There is no good quarterback in the playoffs that don't have a serviceable middle linebacker. That's all I'm saying. There isn't one. So with that being said, I think we're holding the cap until next off seasons for the extensions for Chin and Brian Burns. That's smart play. And what they're trying to do is get a lot of dollar budget rentals and get these cheap guys in here and try to, squeeze lemon juice out of them for the long term. But if we haven't learned anything under Marty Herney, those dollar budget rentals don't equate to longevity. That's a mouthful right there. Those dollar budget rentals that we be getting don't equate to longevity. They are patches that you put over the scab. When the scab get hard and you go to peel it off, but you get little pieces off of it, not the full thing. Come on, man. That's what we doing, man. We picking scabs over here. You can't keep picking scabs and expect stuff to go fluent for you, man. Let's be honest. If we had any resemblance, and I keep going back to this because this is my focal point, my point of purpose. We need somebody to correct any mistakes that we can do on defense. And if you don't have somebody that's smart enough, you don't have to have the most skilled linebacker back there, but if you have the smartest linebacker back there to be able to deduce plays, or at least say, hey, screen coming, or hey, hit the slant over there. If you don't got somebody who can call that out, boy, you in a shit ton of trouble. I'm letting you know that now. And we don't have that. Like, Shaq can only do but so much, and Shaq has physical limitations every year for us. So that's why we always in a bind, man. But I'm curious to see what, like you said earlier, you're curious to see what Brandon Smith can do. He a rookie, man. I don't expect much. I hope that his ceiling is high. I really don't expect too much out of him because I look back at some of his stuff and some of his games, and yeah, he makes some tackles, but he's not a playmaker. We need a playmaker at linebacker. But like I said, if we can get somebody that's serviceable, I guess he could hold the fort down. I don't want that shit. I'm telling you, I want longevity. If y'all like how I am, I want longevity. Give me another Kuechly. Well, it's hard to find out the Kuechly. Give me another serviceable linebacker. Or give me somebody that ain't gonna leave us and go and be a Pro Bowler on another team. I ain't gonna get started with that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Now, our cap for next season isn't good, and we need that money. Yeah, you're right, Lonzo. All right, Zoe, if we don't win this year, we in trouble. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If we don't win this year, and I hate to tell you guys, but the state of the franchise will change completely. You're talking about being in a 3-year rebuild to almost maybe a 6-7 year rebuild at that point. Because that means you're firing this coaching staff. You're going to be promoting a new head coach. And that means it's back to square one, which means that ticket price is going to be $40. You're going to get jerseys for about 60. It means that you ain't got to worry about no more Krispy Kreme on Mondays. You got to worry about no more Krispy Kreme on Mondays. I'm going to tell you that now. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, if Matt Rule can't get it right this year, we can acknowledge and say that he was definitely in over his head. And that's what I was saying. If he has to go back to college, so be it. Let him go. He need to be on somebody's staff where he can learn how to, equate to winning. Bro got to go. Bro got to go. If he can't win here, he got to go. And I'm all for it because I got patience now. I done been sitting here. If I done sat here for 3 years waiting for you to get it together, I have no problem saying, okay, let a new coach come in and we try over. Let's get the right coach in, first of all, if we're going to do that. Now, where does that leave David Tepper? Do David Tepper stay? I'm under the impression David Tepper making so much money, he don't give a damn about anything. He don't. When you purchased this team, $2 billion cash, you were worth $6 billion, and now you're worth $16 billion. Yeah, I wouldn't give a damn what y'all say either. I wouldn't give a damn what I got to say. I'm just saying. It's making the money, so it makes sense to him. I can't be mad at Tep, man. If I was Tep, I would do the same thing. Not give a damn what any of y'all saying. But I think Tepper want to win. I just think Tepper don't know how to win, and he got too much pride to turn around and say, "Hey, I fucked this up." I think that's what's wrong with Tepper. Pride. That's a proud motherfucker for some reason. If you're a billionaire and you ain't used to fucking up at this magnitude to where you screwing up a franchise, it's hard for you to swallow your pride and say, "Hey, we got this wrong." He not gonna do that. And I hate to say it, man. You stick your chest out and act like you're better than this and that, but man, deep down inside, all it would take for him to have somebody sit him down and say, "This is the better route to go about doing some of these stuff," like the practice facility, like the mall project that he was doing. He's doing so much stuff, and he got his hands into so much stuff with this football, the soccer. Bro, you just need to sit down and take it one task at a time. Accomplish one thing, get it out the way, and then therefore you wouldn't have to worry about so many things blowing up in your face at one time. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not even a billionaire. So, I mean, if you give me the billions, I'll show you how to do it. I don't have no problem doing that. Spend that little cap money and get a veteran middle linebacker. Yes. Get a veteran. Look, I think me and Waves did this the other night. There are a couple of there's some serviceable cats that's free that we can get. I'm looking at options already. Panthers, give Eric Bieniemy a shot. Brian Flores is a great coach. Swindle Sean Payton to come in. Ooh, Sean Payton. Ooh, that's a good one. But I don't know if Sean Payton to make that move, man. Like, he was talking to Tepper at one time, because remember that look when Matt Rule went to the podium and he was looking crazy like, what? Tepper was talking to Sean Payton over a golf game? What? Yeah. Y'all remember that look he gave? That would be intriguing because Sean Payton was in New Orleans for so long, but we know he's an offensive guru. And you look at the weapons that we have, I think it would be more entertaining for him to entertain us than to possibly go back to a place like New Orleans or anywhere. Because let's be honest, how many teams you know got a CMC, which is a top 5 MVP perennial player every year that you could look at? And this cat has been injured the last 2 years, but still in contention as one of the top players in the league. How many teams you know got a DJ Moore? I mean, say what you want, but DJ Moore, but he is Mr. Consistent. He's consistency at its best. This guy shows up, he's going to give you 1,100 yards no matter who at quarterback, unless he falls off or gets injured or something like that. But how many teams you know that basically, like, if you look at our moves off season on the offensive line, we got the best left tackle in the draft. We also picked up the best. I think Bradley Bozeman is like a top 5 center. He's a top 5 center in the league right now. And if you look at what Bradley Bozeman did in Baltimore for Lamar Jackson, yes, that is a major pickup. That's a great addition. And then Corbett is a little interesting because he was a slow bloomer. Corbett came into his own and he helped the Rams win a Super Bowl. He was a good contributing piece to what they did in there. But he's an upgrade of anything that we had at guard. And so I'll take it. And then you look at Brady Christensen or Cade Mays. I'm advocating for Cade Mays to step up and bull rush his way into that left guard position because I like Brady Christensen, but for some reason, my heart just won't let me say that he's going to be a starter this year. Like last year, he struggled a little bit. He had his times, he had his moments. But if you really believed in him, you don't go out and you get Ike Ekwonu. Nor do you go back and take a left guard and Cade Mays if you really believe in him. That's telling me right there, they think he's a viable backup, maybe. But they don't have the heart to say, okay, well, we'll trot you out there and give you the chance to win the starting job. Because Brady Christensen is good, but I don't see him as starting caliber material. And that's hard to say because left guards are a dime a dozen, and we've seen some good ones in Carolina over our tenure. But I don't see Brady Christensen as that guy for some reason. My heart won't let me do it. And that's what I said. Cade Mays coming in gives me a more upside. He's more tenacious. He is a huge mammoth of a guy that will put you on your ass. He will do that. Cade Mays will do that. That's why I say we need tenacity at that guard position, man. We need somebody to come in and put you right on your bottom. Like, I don't want to see no puss. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna see no capping around here. I was about to say pussyfooting, but I don't want to see no capping around here because at the end of the day, man, guards and tackles are there to put motherfuckers on the ground, and that's straight up. We're not here to do anything else. Put them on the ground. Christensen is good. He has to cause. Well, and that's the problem, man. What it is that he's like a jack of all trades. He can play multiple positions, but he hasn't mastered any of the positions that he's playing or has been asked to play. Like they got him taking snaps at center. They got him taking snaps at left guard. They got him taking snaps at left tackle. They got him taking snaps at right guard. Bruh, if you got to play 5 different positions, but you can't get a spot at none of them, that is not good. I don't know who keeps telling these people that that's good and is great. He's versatile. Nah, bruh. We need more. We need you to stand up, get on your 10 toes, and solidify that spot if you want it. Damn all that trying to get over from this position to that position to this position. Nah, nigga. Learn the position, get in it, and beast that shit, man. I'm tired of the pussyfooting around. Get in there, get your position. Enough of the bullshit, man. Upgrades on the line will be big this offseason. Man, I'm telling you, it's nice for once to see a little bit of depth on the offensive line, But I'm not gonna get outrageous because we still got a long way to go with depth, man. I mean, let's be honest, we in year 3 under Matt Rule, but we still got a couple of pieces that we fixing that should have been already solidified. It is what it is. We're gonna take a step forward on offense this year because we lost a lot on defense. Well, Gilmore, you lost Gilmore, you lost Hassan Reddick. Those are the key pieces that'll hurt you more than anything. Hassan Reddick had 11 sacks. Gilmore made a Pro Bowl. He had a couple of interceptions. But Gilmore's production can be refilled. Like I said, J.C. Horn, think about it. We didn't have J.C. Horn last year. So J.C. Horn could step into the position that Gilmore filled last year. So if you're looking for that position that Gilmore had, well, you already can insert J.C. Horn right in there, and you won't notice a difference in that position because he's going to be. I'm thinking that J.C. Horn is going to be on an all-pro level almost this year because he is just that good. Niggas sleep on him tremendously. He is a dog. And Hassan Reddick, if you get Carlos Dunlap at 9.5 sacks, that's basically somewhat erasing the production that Hassan Reddick brought last year. That's kind of almost apples to apples almost. You almost bringing back in the production that you lost. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think that's why they feel a certain way. I don't think we're going to drop as far as people think we're going to drop. Like if you're going from number 2, I'm thinking we're going from like number 2 to number 12. Maybe outside of the top 10, but it's going to be a respectable defense. And with the upgrades on offense, think about it. If we were dead last in offense last year or close to dead last because of what we had on the offensive side of the football, if we get, like I said, vastly improvements from the offensive line, we got skilled players in there. And DJ Moore hit this on the head today when he said, bro, I need to score more. This year I'm focusing on scoring more. But he said it's the product of what he had out there last year. So, and if y'all pay attention to what DJ been saying, DJ Moore been talking shit on the low. And he was a little cocky motherfucker in that interview today. Y'all saw him out there with the T.I. hat on, cocked to the side today. Y'all saw him, man. DJ Moore was talking this shit today, man. Low key, he basically saying, if you read between the lines, and this how niggas do it. Bruh, I don't fuck with Sam. Sam been bullshitting, but I got a motherfucking Baker that I can really rely on this year. And that's what his attitude felt like. He seemed a little cocky, man. If y'all go back, take a look at his interview today, man, your boy was cocky today, man. They were asking him questions about the difference from last year to this year, and he smirked and said a couple of things. Pay attention to his body language, man. DJ Moore trying to tell y'all motherfuckers without telling y'all, bruh, the shit I had to put up with last year is definitely not here this year. And I got an offensive coordinator that brought in a system that's structured. There's a big difference that's about to happen, bro. So I can see a 10-7 season, man. I said it before. Wild card is the potential for this team. And if we don't make that, you underachieving. But if we win 8 games, you get stuck with Matt Rule for another 3 years. So I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now, this has been an interesting one. And I told y'all before, I wasn't going to stay before y'all long. I appreciate y'all, man, just taking time out your day just to fuck with me for a little while, man. I'm here on vacation in Charlotte. I'm here in the 704 all week long. I will be here. I'll be out in the streets. I'm going to probably pull up the Bank of America tomorrow just to, get some photos and stuff in while I'm here in the city. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. We got a lot of good content that's going to be coming y'all way the next couple of days, man. So look for something possibly in the next couple of days, man, with my Keep Pounding constituents, man. Shout out to Big Cat. Shout out to Unk. Shout out to Waves. Man, shout out to everybody over there. Classic, man. Shout out to, Homeboy Nate. Shout out to Nate, man. And everybody, Shinobi, the whole family over there, man. I appreciate all y'all. And shout out to everybody out there. 100, you hit the Monclair parties up? No, I ain't hit that up yet. Man, let me know what's going on with that, Bo Carter. What's the Monclair? Bo Carter, you gotta tell me something before I get up out of here. Well, I'll tell you like this, man. I'll be out here. I mean, I'm over here on this side of town just trying to get, vacation in, man. I'm gonna do a little of this and there. And y'all hit me on some lives probably tomorrow. I'm gonna probably be rocking. That was going on all last weekend. Oh, that is right. The Q's was in the city. Nah, I missed all that, man. I just got down here Monday. The times I got down here, everybody been gone. So yeah, I saw everybody especially down my timelines on Facebook and everything, man. They were getting it in. Yeah, but I ain't gonna make nothing probably, man. I got my family down here. I ain't gonna bring my family into none of the craziness, man. Yes. Got the family, got the little kiddies with me, man. My little girl, my 6-year-old, man. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, but it's been fun with you guys tonight, man. I just want to do a little warm up because we're gonna be on it tomorrow and the next couple of days on Keep Pounding. So, shout out to Big Cat, man. I'm gonna be out, man, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. It's all one love, man. I'll see y'all later.